What's up, guys? First time actually meeting you face to face, I suppose. I'm Chris, triathlete's wit. Right now I'm sidelined, of course. So, what can you do? I suppose this is as good a time as any to start working with video on my blog. So, bear with me. It's kind of the growing pains of it. This isn't something that I'll be doing a lot of, but it's something that I wanted to try out and see what you guys thought and see what I thought about how much of a pain it was to do it and things like that. But anyway, it's been such a long time. I've been alluding to such a thing that I thought, what better way to have the first episode than to show off the finished Scott CR1. Those of you that don't want to go back and read, and I'll try to put some descriptions and links down below. But if you want to skip that, basically 2 years ago, I believe, had a crack in the top tube of the paint, is what it turned out to be, but it was a deep and it had a hollow tick to it, so it scared me a little bit, and it was outside of warranty and more than anything, I just wanted to play around with it and, tinker. And what do you do? Tinker. So it's a long, drawn-out process. There's lots of back blog stuff about using carbo lift and sanding, and then after I got it sanded down, it was full of filler, and then I had to try to sand that down, and some of the carbon ended up letting loose in certain places, which obviously is not good because you don't want to ride a bike that's going to fall apart. So then went through the process of learning how to lay up carbon, and I laid up some sheets on it to strengthen some of the areas I thought looked a little rough, and I took the opportunity to stiffen up the bottom bracket shell just because Scott CR1's had a bad history about the bottom bracket shell being kind of weak. So anyway, then we painted it, primed it, sanded it, and now you get to look at my awesome posters. Horror Film Fest, Release the Kraken, some Star Wars stuff. There's my Feltest 32. It's my original bike, and it's going to be my next project, going for a single front chainring for my time trialing that I'm going to do. And of course down there's the zip and a bunch of my nasty room that I'm bad about not cleaning up. But here we go. The old CR1 back in black. Threw on my power tap wheels, so it actually has some shoes on it. The saddle isn't my Cobb saddle. It's on my CAD right now. I've got to get another one. This is one of the saddles I had sitting around, so I guess that's not the same. Hopefully I can get another black Cobb saddle because this white saddle looks kind of bad on it. But it's Dura 7800 brifters and Ergo Nova 3T set of bars, a Ritchie adjustable stem that right now is pretty slammed. It might end up staying that slam. That's kind of the old John Cobb suggested road biking position that I'd never really played around with all that much, and I think it's the right time. It's got some Ultegra SL front brake, a Dura 7800 rear brake just because I'm lazy, and Ultegra front and rear derailleur, a Dura 170 crankset, KMC chain, 105 cassette, just because I don't think expendable parts like that need to be the most expensive thing ever. The cables are the new Jaguar style. They're not quite Nokon quality, but they're pretty nice. I like them. They're cheaper enough that I would probably use them over Nokons for the most part. The bottom bracket is ceramic speed, and so are the pulleys, and Bontrager RL, blah blah blah. You can still see if I get close I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There's some minor like imperfections in it. There you can see some of the carbon underneath the paint. I didn't put just a ton of layers of paint on this thing because I was done spending money on it more than anything else. But yeah, it turned out pretty well. The other side you can see the logos are all staggered. There's a Scott logo on this side, nothing on the chainstays, and the little logo on the fork, and then on the other side is about the opposite in my name, which drives some people crazy, but I thought it looked cool, so too bad if you don't like it. That's about everything about it. It's been a long time coming together, and so I'm excited to be able to get back out and ride it. Of course, I got it finished when I'm not allowed to ride my bike at all, so I guess that's just how life is. But thanks for checking it out, watching this, listening to me. I know I sound like an idiot probably, but appreciate it anyway. Like I said, the blog's not dead, and it's not in any kind of limbo stasis thing. I mean, there's going to be regular updates. They're just not always going to be every Wednesday, just because I'm just, trying to stay easy and low stress, work. I don't need another job to eat up time and make me nervous. So anyway, I suppose I'll see you guys next time, probably with another just text update. Whenever I get in all the parts to use on the felt, I will be rebuilding it, and I'm going to be trying out CX1 rear derailleur, the cyclocross SRAM setup, with a Falco that makes the weird Tron bike. They also have made a single front chainring and a 52 tooth, or maybe a 54 tooth. I think it was 52. Anyway, ordered one. I want to try it out and see if I can make that work, because the plan right now is whenever I get back into actual riding shape that I'm going to be doing all-time trials, maybe some aqua bikes for the rest of this year, and let my body kind of heal from triathlon running mainly. I just feel like I've beat myself down quite a bit, and I need a little bit of time to kind of focus on the other stuff and not be pounding the ground every morning. So we'll try that out. And anyway, more updates to come. Thanks for watching. Go Cog Mom.